you can catch Chris Thompson, you got stupid wheels.
Yeah.
Chris Thompson actually should have had 3 touchdowns if he would have caught his crossing route. But he said something, he owned up to it in a post game. I don't know what he said. It was something funny, but I can't remember it. And then Kirk Cousins tried to blame himself for it, even though it was right on his hands. You can't blame yourself.
He did zip it in there too hard, though. He didn't have to throw that in there that hard.
I just think they need to use Chris Thompson in all forms of the offense. If he's not in the backfield when Rob Kelly's in, he needs to be in the slot. James Crowder, move outside. Get rid of Josh Doxson. I'm sick of seeing him on a fade freaking two times in a row.
That was Kirk's fault. No, the first fade was to Doxson. The second fade was to Thompson.
Yeah.
But Kirk took the blame for that Doxson fade. He took
he missed him.
Yeah, he took a 1-step drop instead of a 3-step drop, and he didn't give Doxson time to actually set up and get ready to body up the defender. If he takes a 3-step drop, then Doxson can get in position and actually use his size and athleticism to go up and get that.
I hate that play, though.
Yeah, that made no sense. We were running the ball 7 yards a carry. We have 2nd and goal on the 7-yard line. We throw 2 fades.
And Jay Gruden said on the Redskins post-game something along the lines of, I'm going to keep running fades and keep running them. And he said, fans, I don't care what you say, just watch the game and enjoy it.
I respect that.
Yeah. I mean, you have the right to say that. You are the head coach of my football team.
Yeah, I would like it to work once.
Before you keep running it?
Yeah.
Run it first in the very beginning of the game, and if you don't convert, please don't ever go back to it. And definitely don't run it back-to-back. Ever.
But, I mean, it is an effective play.
If you have Calvin Johnson, we have Josh Doxson.
We also have Terrell Pryor.
And we've never tried to throw him a fade.
Okay, we've had 2 games. We also have Jordan Reed.
We have tried to throw a fade to him, and he's
it
caught.
Works. Yeah, I mean, but
that's a little different from the inside position.
Look at Michael Crabtree. That dude,
big guy.
Yeah, not even that big.
I mean, he was what 6'3", 6'4".
He's got size, but he's not Terrell Pryor big.
No, he's not physically huge, but he's got the hands.
But Derek Carr knows how to throw the fade. I don't think Kirk knows how to throw the fade. I think that's the problem. I think Colt McCoy knows how to throw the fade. I feel like I've seen him
doesn't
throw
know.
fades.
I think Kirk knows the basics of quarterbacking.
Yeah, he doesn't.
And that's about it.
If you're creating a player and you have packages you can unlock, like the fade or the touch pass or the deep ball.
Yeah.
Kirk hasn't unlocked any of that. He's just maxed out the basic packages,
cross routes,
short throw accuracy,
outs,
mid throw accuracy, and play action and
running.
Yeah.
He's up to his running game.
He's actually he's always been
positive runs.
He's always been a pretty good scrambler.
He always picks the right situation.
That game against Buffalo, the Buffalo game, it was early in the game. That's why I remember it.
Couple years, last year on the read option touchdown.
I don't know if it was last year, probably last year. But yeah, we're not even read option. He was just scrambling and he took off on third and goal from the 15 and he runs it in. Mm-hmm. That was so hype.
The Redskins, if they can maintain a run game, which I just don't, I don't think our run game's going to be consistent.
Why?
Because it never has been, except for with Alfred Morris.
Our offensive line is buying in. They want to run the ball. They told Jay, we want to run the ball. Stop passing the ball 50 times a game. We hate pass blocking. We're not going to block for Kirk. Let's run the ball.
Yeah, Kirk got whacked.
Yeah. By the way, pass protection, large issue.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, if they don't need to run for 220 yards combined every week, but if they could get 100 plus from 3 different backs, that would work. But Rob Kelly's never been his stats. I was looking at him from last year when he came onto the scene. It was up and down. He'd have 100 plus, then he'd go to 20, 100 plus, and go to 20. So, I mean, if we can, Rob Kelly doesn't even have to go for 100 plus. He could go for 40. Samaji looks pretty good, I think. He's a physical runner. He got some vision. He could go for 20, and Chris Thompson can go for 60 a week. I don't care. But if we can go for 100 plus, it'll make the Redskins that much better. I mean, the pass game, and I think the Rams secondary is one of the better secondaries in football. And Kirk Cousins, even though he only had 140 yards or something going in there,
he didn't attack the secondary. He attacked the linebackers.
Yeah. He found a way though. He looked so much more. I don't know, more like Kirk from a year ago. I thought, even though his numbers didn't really result into what I saw.
He looked awful for 3 quarters to me. He was missing guys. He was the timing was clearly off with everybody. He was throwing checkdowns, not even looking downfield. He was taking sacks that he shouldn't.
Sacks are going to come.
He was taking sacks that he shouldn't have taken though. I listened to him call into Grant and Danny. He misread a blitz and assigned whoever the running back was to take the outside blocking lane when he had somebody clearly coming straight through the A-gap.
Yeah.
He runs that play. We have a deep ball against the best coverage that you could ask for, and he gets sacked because he couldn't pick up the blitz. That worries me. But so he had a bunch of errors. He did not play a good football game. My dad and I were watching it together. We both agreed he looked bad. He looked just as bad, if not worse, than week 1 because he looked less confident. Now, fast forward to the last drive of the game, he made some big throws. He made the throws that he had to make, and he showed that poise. I mean, that's what he is. He's a game manager. He's able to do that. And look, if Kirk doesn't take us down there on that drive, if he misses one of those third down throws, people are asking for his head this week.
Yeah, I'm sure.
If we lose that game. Because that's how bad he was the rest of the game.
I guess I just remember what you did for me lately, and I just remember his last drive.
Yeah, and that's what DC fans do. And that's why we represent DC fans, is because we try to see both sides of it. Like, I was ecstatic right after the game, and then I was like, wait, Kirk played a horrible game. It's not okay. He needs to be better because here's my thing. We almost made the playoffs last year. I'm not ready to admit defeat. Like, I want to make the playoffs this year, and Kirk did not look like a playoff quarterback. That last drive, yes, he looked great, and that's going to keep fans on board. And hopefully that means that FedEx is packed on Sunday night, national TV.
Yikes.
When we play the Raiders.
Never play well on national TV. That scares me. We always get somebody sets some record or somebody just goes off. I just remember the Michael Vick game a couple of years ago.
Yeah, that Monday Night Massacre.
Yeah. Please don't. I can envision it.
Derek Carr's not going to do that, but I could see Marshawn Lynch running for 500 yards against us.
Derek Carr might go off, too. Derek Carr might throw for 400 plus.
Hey, that's the thing, though. Let's talk about this a little bit. Our defense has looked good in both games.
Our D-line and our
D-line
front seven is looking good.
Yeah.
I still don't have... I mean, Josh Norman, in the run game at least, they haven't had a huge sample for him passing against him.
He's had some great pass coverages, I've noticed.
The one where he almost got hurt last week, it was a good jump.
Yeah.
Week 1, he should have had a couple interceptions.
But that dude just has a nose for the football.
His punches.
The peanut punch. It's incredible.
He got 2 of them.
Yeah.
And the first one didn't even look like he punched that hard. It just looked like he fell into the football. And I mean, as long as you're finding a way. But our linebacking core and our line, not necessarily our line, but Terrell McClain looks good.
Yep.
Preston Smith looks good.
Preston Smith looks like what I thought he was going to look like last year
when he started. Mason Foster is getting in there. Zach Brown, one busted coverage by him.
Well, not even really a busted coverage. Just it was a slow read on his part, and luckily he's fast, and he could make up for that slow read, or else Gurley has a touchdown.
Or in the tight end, the Everett one downfield.
Oh, you were thinking of the Everett one. I was thinking of when he lost Gurley out of the backfield.
No. That might not have been Brown's, but I think he's the one who's supposed to be covering tight ends out of the backfield. I think he was coming from the backfield.
It depends on the alignment. He played a play, but
yeah. I think we were actually running a zone there, and someone just missed their zone. But he was flying down the field there too to stop him from scoring. Chris
Cooley made a note of this. He does not understand, and nor do I, why we're rotating our safeties the way that we are, because there's certain plays where we rotate our safeties, and all of a sudden DeShazor Everett or Nicholson or who's the other guy? Somebody else is, they're taking over the job that should be DJ Swearinger's, and they can't make the plays that DJ would make. DJ has made every play that he's like. That dude just does his job.
He's talented.
Yeah. He makes the tackles, and he does not blow his coverages. He knows what he's supposed to do, and he does it. He executes very well. But the way that we're rotating our safeties on some plays, he's got, basically the deep contain, and we have DeShazor Everett coming up trying to stop these tight ends crossing. And, if we're running a cover one with the strong safety taking the underneath coverage, it's like I'd rather have that be. Yeah. I guess they're worried about having a rookie on deep contain and him blowing that for a touchdown, but still, DJ would make some of these plays short when people are picking up first downs on 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7.
Right. When your defense, I hate that is my pet peeve from a defensive standpoint when you're playing well on 1st and 2nd down and get a 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7, and you just let them walk for a first down. I don't think we did it too much on Sunday.
No, but we did give up a fake punt.
That dude, that little clip they showed, how he's gone 8 for 8 or something like that.
11 for 11.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
that's why he's the highest paid punter.
Yeah, dude, that dude is a monster.
And his passes look good.
Yeah.
I mean, they're like on a dime, spiral.
Well, he was talking to, he came on the Pat McAfee show. I was listening to that, and he was talking to Pat, and he was like, yeah, man, I almost have as good an arm as you, because Pat also had a great arm. Hector's a good guy, and he's a very athletic. He is not just a punter. He's a special punter. We have Tressway.
He's pretty special.
He can boot it. He can throw it. He can spin it.
I don't know if we've ever really.
Oh, dude, you don't remember Tressway's fake punt?
No.
He threw a bomb. I think it was a touchdown. It might not have been a touchdown.
11 for 11. That's incredible.
Yeah. Let's see. Skins. Sua.
Goodbye.
Where do you stand on Sua?
I'm sick of it. I'm sick of hearing about it. I like the concept where he's not being paid. I thought originally that he was just getting paid this year.
No.
Until whoever commented when I tweeted Danny Rouillet yesterday. Yep. So I read all that. So that's okay. I'm over it. I think we have better options.
Well, no, I'll say we handled it very well. I think with him, he reported today. I think. He tried to report today. But the Skins just said, no, man, if you need time away from football, take the year. And I think that's good. If he really does have personal issues, mental health problems, family stuff that he needs to take care of, he probably didn't work it out in a month.
No, I'm sure not.
So he was either rushing himself back or he was lying to the organization to begin with. This is the best way to do it. Just say, no, man, look, you're done for the year. And if you want to come back and play football again next year, get yourself sorted out. If you want to come back and play football again next year, we can talk, when that time comes.
Yeah, my take on him, though, what pissed me off was when it came out, he just didn't want to play football. I don't know if that's true. I kind of forgot about the entire situation. But then I saw him on the sideline at the USC game. Well, he obviously enjoys football.
I will say he was invited there by Doug Williams. Like, he was standing with Doug Williams.
Yeah.
So that wasn't. He wasn't just willy-nilly there. I mean, the team, the Redskins were there. Doug Williams was there. I think it was just a chance to make contact with him.
True. And he went to USC. I forgot the Redskins were playing there. But yeah, I don't really have a take on the Sua Cravens thing. I think Nicholson's going to be really good in the long run. Everett can definitely play. Don't necessarily think he's the long-time safety for us, but you know what? If Sua Cravens does end up figuring something out and it's really just he needs time away, pushing back his contract a year, I mean, that makes a big difference.
Not the worst thing in the world.
No.
We'll be honestly, and I will say, just from a human